Welcome back to Super Alex is not getting any of this ass episode.
Welcome back to Alex is going to tear your asshole open and put my wiener in there.
So gross.
So gross.
So gross. So last time you found the itty bitty kitty doll in the stands.
I did.
And you gave it to me and Shane showed up.
Yeah, and then you
we
said
went to Shane's
something
place.
really bad boys is going to happen.
Something bad's going to happen. That's right. So let's find out what that is right now.
When I opened the door to my room, the lights were off. I flicked them on, and the huddled form of Mai hugging a stuffed purple bear appeared on her bed.
Hello.
I'm back.
I'm back.
Oh, you're Hannah. Sorry.
I'm back. Mai glanced at me, then buried her face in her bear. Was she sulking? It wasn't like her to be so energetic. Unenergetic. Are you okay? That doesn't sound very okay. Mai glanced at me again, her face a light shade of pink like she was holding her breath. You know, you can tell me anything. You've helped me out a lot, so it's the least I can do in return, right? Besides, we're friends. Mai sighed and threw the bear on the floor where it lay as if screaming in agony.
It's not fair.
She sighed again.
I know it's terrible to think like this, but even though I'm really happy for you getting to be friends with all those guys, it's just not fair.
Those guys? Who? The Normal Boots Club?
It's just that I've been a fan of them for so long, and I've loved Jirard for forever. And here you coming out of the blue with your pink hair, and just like that, you're friends.
She snapped her fingers in front of her face.
That was a snap. But
we are not having audio issues. That was Jirard attempting to snap his fingers.
There you go.
Yep.
But I've been here trying this whole time, and Jirard didn't even know my name. I know I'm being stupid, and I feel bad, but I still...
Mai?
All right, Alex. Do you want to make Mai feel bad? Do you kind of want to be there for her?
Here's the fucking problem with this, right? This is the trap of all dating sims.
Sure.
The second one says it's understandable.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, like, if that means, like, it's understandable that they like you less than me, or if it means it's understandable that you're upset with me.
It's the first one you said. It's understandable that they like you less than me.
That's really what it is?
Yeah.
Seriously?
So, yeah, it's the middle ground. It's like the getting away with it. It's like, yeah, you're right, but...
Okay, and then the bottom one is like, fuck you.
Yeah, the top one is like, we're friends.
Guys.
Yeah.
I'm going with the top one.
Yeah?
Super nice bros.
They're friends too.
I think they are.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they are. I mean, like, it sucks that Jirard didn't know Mai's name, but, like, Jirard is kind of an asshole in this game.
I mean, if they didn't want Mai around, they would have asked her to not come to the table, right?
Right. I'm doing it.
I'm there.
I'm doing it. Mai smiled weakly at me.
They wouldn't be my friends if it wasn't for you.
Why?
I'm going to sleep.
She turned over and closed her eyes without even taking off her uniform. I turned off the light and walked to the bear she threw in the middle of the room. I'm sorry, too. I said it quietly, but even as the words left my lips, I knew they were a lie. Damn.
Roast.
Damn. Despite our slight confrontation last night, Mai was as peppy as usual the next day. It seemed like there was no reason for me to worry, but that didn't mean I didn't. The bell rang, class started. Ms. Shizuka wrote origami flowers on the board in an ornate script, then turned to glare at the class.
Class?
I forgot all of the voices I gave everyone because it's been almost 2 weeks since we've shot
It's okay,
this.
Jirard went to a lot of conventions.
Okay. The flower festival is only a few days away. It's time again to start folding flowers to sell for the school. I'm Miss Shizuka. We do this every year, guys. I don't want to hear any groans. You're free to write me an essay on the importance of these funds for the school if you'd rather not participate.
You sound like Barbara Streisand.
That's what I'm going for. I'm Barbara Streisand. Go ahead and click that button. Go ahead, we're going next.
A few students rolled their eyes, but I smiled. It sounded kind of fun, and I hadn't folded origami in years. Oh yeah, this is in Japan.
I'm handing out practice sheets because I know how bad you guys are at origami. I'm only going to teach you once, so pay attention.
You're like morphing from Barbara Streisand into Andy Dick. Shizuka returned to the front of the class, picking an ornate green paper. As she instructed the class, I realized that these were the most basic version of origami flowers. I was already familiar with them. I folded my practice paper with ease while Shizuka roamed the room, helping the students who struggled to follow along.
These creases are weak. Kindergartners can do better than this. Hell, my ex could do better than this.
Oh my god, Miss Shizuka. Sadness passed across Miss Shizuka's face. She turned to the boy next to her and slammed her hand on his desk.
You need to be better. Better for everyone's sakes.
It seemed like quite a few students were having trouble. I went to the front of the class to get some new paper, passing John on the way back to my seat. His paper caught my eye.
Hey.
You folded this the wrong way. Your flower is going to be narrow if you keep going.
I'll be honest with you, Hannah. I have no idea what I'm doing. Help me.
He kind of looked like he was about to cry. I knelt by his desk, unfolding and refolding his paper.
This looks perfect. You're so good at origami. Did you have to make flowers at your old school too?
No, I used to do origami a lot when I was younger. I guess muscle memory just kicked in. I love your Final Fantasy 13 video, by the way. Thanks, though.
Really? What an all skill to have.
Is it?
Please.
John clasped a hand around my wrist.
Say with me. Help me.
Sure if you need it?
Yeah, I knew we could count on you. Thank you, Hannah. You're a goddess.
Spent the entire rest of the class period slowly doling out lessons to John and PBG. I offered to help Shane, but he turned away from me, instead watching over John's shoulder.
I will say, just so we're on the same page, the key to my JonTron impression for this episode is just taking any word and extending it really long one time.
You know?
One sentence.
I did not notice that.
Yeah.
I kept my movements large and exaggerated so he could see too. It was nice to feel useful.
Weed.
Smoke weed every day. When class was over, I headed back to the dorms with Mai. We had a long night ahead of us filled with homework and the possible reward of chocolate ice cream should we finish on time. But before I got far, someone called my name.
Hana. Sora.
Jeff, is everything okay?
Hey, the Normal Boots Club is meeting in today, and PPG forgot to take his soccer uniform with him.
He held up a blue and gold uniform.
He won't have much time to change before practice if he doesn't have this, and I have to run down to the field. Can you take it to him for me? Of course we can.
I grabbed the uniform from Jeff.
Awesome, thanks.
He dashed towards the field. Mai turned to me, victory running through her face.
Yay!
Finally, a chance to see Jirard in his element. Come on, Hana, we've got to hurry.
I'm glad I patched things up with Mai, seems like. We approached Normal Boots Club room, hearts thumping nervously. At least I assume Mai's was, judging by the way she was fidgeting like a hummingbird on acid it was. Oh. I assume Mai's was, judging by the way she was fidgeting like a hummingbird on acid. It was. Hummingbird on acid would just like die instantly.
Yeah.
We stepped up to the door and we were about to knock when I heard my name on someone's lips.
Hana.
I froze and turned to Mai. Her face was lit and she pressed a finger to her lips. She leaned in closer to the door and I followed suit.
Dude, I think it's fine. What do you think she's going to do to us? You need to calm down.
No.
But it's so pink. No one has hair like that. People can't choose their hair color, Shane. That's a really poor reason to judge someone. I know, but I don't trust people with pink hair. You know, there's more to it than just the color. Don't deny it. Weird things always happen around people with pink hair.
Damn. Mai looks so upset.
Weed.
Weed.
Sure, but they're not dangerous. Aren't they?
My heart sank. I stepped away from the door, unwilling to hear more.
Hana.
I held up my hand and shook my head. Just when I thought I was beginning to win Shane over. Was this how he truly felt about me? I'm heading back.
But
I stepped past her, walking as quickly as I could back to the dorms. Luckily, I didn't pass anyone on my way back. I didn't think I could manage small talk without bursting into tears after what happened. I kicked off my shoes and went to set my backpack down by my desk, passing the mirror. I paused as I did so, turning to the mirror, evaluating myself on a whole new level. So much grief.
So much weed.
My hair caused me so much grief over the course of my life. Now, for some reason, Shane thought I was suspicious. I smoothed my hair with my hands, the shortness of it catching me by surprise. It was softer when it was long. With a sigh, I turned away and collapsed onto my bed, hugging Mr. Bunny to my chest. Should I dye my hair, Mr. Bunny? I raised him up, staring into his glassy eyes. Yeah, you're right. I rolled onto my side, squeezing Mr. Bunny to my chest. Satch said it himself. You don't choose your natural hair color. Mr. Bunny was small against me, and I smiled at him. At least he still liked me. Am I going to find out that she's like part of some like magical race of people that have pink hair?
No.
Okay, good. Shaking my head, I went to my desk. I had better things to do than mope.
You're still studying, Hana?
I took my headphones out of my ears and turned to Mai. Our plans for that evening were postponed, and I silently thanked her for not pushing me to keep them. I wasn't in the mood anymore. Yeah, it's only been a few hours.
You haven't moved since I left the room last.
She climbed her bed and dangled her hands off the side.
At least take a break, okay?
Well, I have been meaning to return the book I checked out. It was overdue and I had to do it at some point. I was going to go do it today, but after what happened, it was the last thing I wanted. That didn't make it any less overdue, though.
Go do that. Meet me at dinner afterward. If you're going to spend the rest of your life studying, at least be nutritionalized.
I stretched, bending backwards to apologize to my back for the hours of arching over a desk. I would have a hunchback by the end of my school career, I was sure. Yo, real talk? We're all going to have hunchbacks if we don't get better chairs.
I am the hunchback.
Shoutouts to every YouTuber, every person who is a prospective YouTuber, an aspiring YouTuber. Get that chair situation handled. I sit in a chair at home that is like the chair that like, I don't even know, like Mark Twain died in.
The problem is that, look, I have one of those XD Racer chairs, and let me tell you, it's just for show. It's not
I think they're good. I think they're
good chairs, but like if you want like an ergonomic, like
well,
this is good for your back
like every
chair.
It's like every chair like that. It's like DX Racer. Yes, it's an ergonomically good chair, but you have to like exert effort to stay sitting in the chair the way that you're supposed to sit in it so that it doesn't hurt your back, which kind of like defeats the purpose, right? Like
it really does.
Like if you're sitting in a chair for 6 hours, you need to be comfortable in the chair and not hurt your back.
Yeah.
Anyway,
sorry.
Weird sidebar, but my back really hurts. Yep. You're right. I'll go. I'll see you at dinner. It was pretty late when I got to the library. No one came at this time unless there was a term paper due. Since it was still relatively early in the year, the room was barren. Satch was working the desk, as I expected, but he was joined by PBG and Paul. As soon as I saw them, I turned around, trying to walk right back out, but...
Hey, Hana.
Fortunately, my hair also made me stick out like a sore thumb. I reluctantly joined them at the counter.
What's going on?
What's up?
Not much. Taking a study break to return the book I checked out. Took the book out of my bag and handed it to Satch.
That book. I can't help you're noticing you're reading The Princess Betrothed. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, I never would have read it without Satch's suggestion, so I have to thank him. He nodded and put the book on the to-be-sorted shelf.
No problem. I don't work in the library for nothing. Got another suggestion for you if you need one.
No thanks. I want to get back to the dorms.
Oh, come on. It's almost dinner. Let him check out this great book for you. Then we can all go to the cafeteria together.
Well, all right. That was the last thing I wanted to do, but I was really bad at showing people that I didn't want to talk.
Follow me to the fiction section.
We set off through the library on an epic quest for adventure and fortune. My mind raced, trying to think of a good excuse, so I didn't have to follow them to the cafeteria.
Here it is, the Banana Club.
I pulled a bright yellow book off the shelves. The Banana Club was written across in a bold font.
Now I know it sounds stupid, looks kind of stupid too, honestly, but trust me, one of the most moving books I've ever read. The ending just crushed me.
He put a fist to his mouth and blinked rapidly. Don't cry now, Satch.
I'm gonna stop before I spoil everything.
He handed the book to me and I gazed blankly at the cover. Thanks, Satch.
And, Hana?
Huh?
Are you alright? You don't look very well.
I wasn't, really, but of course there was no way I was going to tell Satch that I eavesdropped on their private conversation. I'm just feeling a little under the weather. I conjured a fake cough. It sounded pathetic. I think I'm going to skip out on dinner, too. I'm not feeling well enough. Satch narrowed his eyes and nodded.
If you say so. But do you still want to read this book?
Yes, I do. Your suggestions haven't failed me so far.
Okay. Let me check it out for you real quick so you can get back and rest.
When we got back, PBG and Paul were off on the other side of the room, Paul waving a book vehemently at PBG. Satch stepped behind the counter and grabbed my book.
Sorry, Jesse Cox is yelling and screaming right now.
He rage quit out the door.
I think he's on the podcast and that's what's happening. Shoutouts to that timeline for those of you who watch the Co-optional podcast. If you know if something's bothering you or are still getting used to the school, we're all here for you to talk to you.
Check out last week's episode featuring Alex. I know.
Transfers have it the hardest around here, and everyone knows that.
I nodded. He passed the book to me and I put it in my backpack.
Just don't be a stranger, all right?
I won't. Thanks, Satch. I'll see you tomorrow. I waved goodbye to him and made my way back to the dorm. Somehow, Satch always knew when I was upset and how to make me feel better. It helped that Paul and PBG weren't acting any different to me than normal either. Maybe it was really just Shane with the problem. Whatever problem that was.
Hana.
Anna?
I looked up. John was standing just in front of my desk, eyes glittering.
Hey.
Yes?
Ah! I need you to help me with my play. Please, Hannah.
What?
Huh? John grabbed my shoulders, his arm shaking so much I felt like I was vibrating.
The Drama Club. Our play is this year. We're doing Romeo and Juliet. I've been thinking about it for so long. I couldn't have just anyone, and I wasn't finding someone who
So
fit my
lang.
particular needs. But then you come along. I've been watching you. I'm sure you can do it. Please, Hannah.
Oh my god.
I need you and only you.
Did he want me to be Juliet?
At least someone can see what I've been working on. Please, Hannah. All right. Here we go.
This has to be the pathway into his romance options, right?
Sure. So do you want to do John?
I don't want to do John, but I feel shitty, my reputation's on the line here, right? He's good friends with Shane, and if I say this, if I don't go to his play, maybe more of the Normal Boots Club will turn against me.
Interesting. All right. Well, this sounds like you've already made your decision then.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's a good call.
Is that real? Is that a thing that could happen? Is
what?
It this doesn't mean I want to fuck you, John, right? This is
No.
just I'll go to your play.
Yeah. It sounds like he wants to ask us to the play, to be in it.
Right. But he's at least come check it out. And I'm am I going to have a chance? My question is am I going to have a chance to say no to being in his play if I don't say no right now?
That I don't want to answer.
Right. That sucks.
I don't want to be spoiler bros.
See, that's tough though. I said yes to Satchel's book recommendation.
Yeah.
And so far it's added a lot more Satchel to the story. Probably,
Sure.
But I don't know. I this is where it's tough because it's my goal is to get in your body. And I don't know if I'm fucking it up for myself or not.
I think you said, okay, you've already made your choice though. You said you wanted to say yes to get the other guys in your team. So go ahead and say yes.
Right. But if I say no, then I don't romance John, probably.
Right. Well, either way, you made your decision. Say okay. Agree to it. Don't go back on it. You made that choice.
I'm gonna go back on it.
No, everyone heard you. No, you can't.
No, I should.
Nope.
Why are you so adamant about me
No,
going?
I'm with you on your choice.
Are you sure I shouldn't just do this?
I'm
and
positive.
And
I am
shut the
positive.
door? Shut the
I
door.
am not sabotaging you right now. I promise you.
This is real.
I guarantee that I'm not sabotaging you. It does not affect
All right.
the route.
All right.
For us, for me.
All right. I'll come and see, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Hannah, thanks so much. You darling.
John flung his arms around my neck, then just as quickly let go. I glanced away to hide my face. Sure, I was turning pink.
Awesome. This will be great. Meet me after school in the theater. I've got everything prepared for you now.
Yeah, great.
Now that's settled, come on, Hannah. Let's go to lunch.
He hustled out of the room with a bird-like grace. I stared after him. It was like a whirlwind just left. He honestly reminded me a lot of Mai.
You coming, Hannah?
Poked his head around the corner. Yeah. You might have been spending too much time with that bird.
Man, that test today was brutal. I totally bammed it. I failed miserably.
PBG held up his paper. There's a big red F at the top. John winced and slowly raised his own failed exam. The two laughed and high-fived.
It's not a big deal. I'll just retake it later. I had way better things to do than study. I never thought I'd pass. Jirard and I did wonderfully. Most of our homeroom did. Maybe your teacher teaches differently? Hold on. Don't forget. Go in there, Chris. That's right. That's right. Nope. I got 89. It's not Miss Shizuka. These two are just massive idiots.
I nodded. I didn't feel like admitting to my 93, not after seeing how badly John and PBG did.
Awesome! Awesome!
Man, I love when you say that in real life.
Awesome! Wow, that's awesome, Shane. It's like your mind is just made for facts. You totally deserve it.
Hey.
Did you get your 97 raised, Jirard? That's not like you at all, Jirard.
Jirard laughed sheepishly.
Completed.
Completed.
So quiet.
Completed. Yeah, I got my 100. To be fair, I would have gotten 100 like normal, but one of the questions could be answered in two ways. I told the teacher, and he changed my score accordingly. I think you got a couple of points too, Satch. You had to have that 100, didn't you? Did you get a completion bonus? Ah! I get to take a lot of crap from you guys. That's more than enough to make it worth it.
I smiled alongside them, still feeling somewhat out of my element. Shane's comments hung over my head even now, but I didn't think there was much I could do about it. Before class, I quickly filled my in on John's proposition. I'm kind of worried about it.
What?
Are you kidding, Hana? He wants you to be Juliet. And to be Romeo. Oh, that's just so romantic.
No way.
He's totally hitting on you.
No way, I'm out. I don't know, Maya. I'm really not an actress. I'm bad at the limelight. There's no way he wouldn't have noticed that, and I doubt he's hitting on me either.
Ugh. Hana, get a grip of yourself. You're one of the nicest people I've ever met, and any guy would be lucky to have you. That's why you're my best friend. I mean, why else would he make such a big deal out of it?
He did seem upset. You might have a point. John is Romeo and me is Juliet? It was corny but kind of cute. No! Visions of myself and John in period clothes sweeping across the stage floated through my mind. Hana! Stop! Spotlights glistening in his hair. He leaned in towards me. Thank God.
On guard!
Thank God. No!
Ah!
Romeo, my love.
Juliet. This isn't how the story is supposed to go.
Romeo. Ah!
Whoa! What's wrong?
Nothing. Sorry, is class over?
Yeah. You're gonna go to the theater, right?
After that daydream, it was hardly like I had a choice.
Bye-bye.
What?
I'll see you back at the dorms.
Bye.
Okay, bye. It's okay, Hana. You can do this. Theater's here, right? The door opened into a gorgeous room with bright red seats. John was down on the stage, his arms flung to the ceiling.
Doth thou Protestants relinquish mind famine? Nay. Nay? Shock, you've got to have a little more intensity. Don't you want to be famous? Nay. Why, you little...
Excuse me?
Hana.
His voice shot up several octaves.
Hana! Come in, come in, come in.
He leapt up the stairs, grabbed me by the hand, and pulled me into the room.
I wasn't sure you were going to come. Thank you so much. Hana, you were really the only person I could trust to do this.
I'm not gonna be in your play. About that, John, I don't know about this. I'm really not an actress. There's no way I could be Juliet.
Huh?
You stop pulling me.
Who said anything about Juliet?
Didn't you?
No.
No.
That wasn't the part you wanted to talk to me about?
Oh, no, of course not. You're right. You're not suited for Juliet at all.
Ouch. He ran backstage, returning with a large inflatable bag.
Actually, I wanted you to be, drumroll please, Jacques. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
He tossed the bag on the stage. The crumpled plastic unraveled, revealing...
Yeah.
A tree.
Tree.
You're perfect for the part. You're so shy and quiet, and you have an impressive ability to stand still for long periods of time.
Roasted.
The other day in class, you stood into space for almost 20 minutes straight and didn't move a muscle.
Oh. Of course. Why would he want me to play a lead role? It was obvious I wasn't cut out for that kind of thing. Wanted to play the Romeo to my Juliet. How ludicrous.
What's wrong?
Ha ha ha! Of course I wouldn't be able to play Juliet. No one would think I could do that.
Well, it's something you can't.
But John wasn't trying to be mean. He just didn't seem to get that it was insulting. I'll think about it, okay? But I think I'm gonna go for now.
If you say so, but be sure to give me your answers soon. I'm so ready for this. It's gonna be the best play yet, especially with Jacques as our Juliet.
Ugh.
I love you.
Goodbye, John.
See you later.
See you later, Hannah.
Whew. How awful was that? I shut the door to the dorm room, wanting nothing more than to collapse onto my bed.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Hey, Hannah.
Mai was lying on her bunk upside down, her red hair spilling over the side. Something glinted in her hands. What are you doing?
Cutting off a little blossom, see?
She held a pink cherry blossom to the ceiling.
It's so your senpai will notice you.
What are you even talking about?
You know, senpai always notices the girl when she's outside, surrounded by a shower of cherry blossom petals, the wind blowing in her hair.
Bingo.
Your guy will definitely notice you with these.
Flash of anger ripped through me. Why don't you just save them for yourself? Jared will never notice you without them. What the fuck? I turned on my heel and stalked out of the dorm room. What the fuck? It was because of stuff like that that I thought John was trying to... No, it was stupid of me to imagine it could happen in the first place. I stepped out to the front of Poppy Hall, the crisp evening air wafting against my face and cooling my skin. Faint tinge of smoke threaded its way into my hair, reminding me of days spent cooking with my father. Smoke weed. How stupid.
Weed.
I headed for the field, my stomach sinking with every step. I shouldn't have snapped at Mai. None of this was her fault. She was being so nice to me, and I said that awful thing to her. She was never going to want to be my friend again. I stopped at a tree and leaned against it. The sun was rapidly setting, the night air growing colder and colder. Although I was shivering, I didn't want to go back inside. There was no way I could face Mai after what happened. What a terrible person I was. Sat down and hugged my knees, pressing my head into my arms. Stayed that way for a long time, trying not to pay attention to what was going through my head. The wind picked up, roaring past me and whipping my hair against my skin. So loud I didn't hear the footsteps until they were right next to me. I looked up. Mai, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have snapped at you. I was just upset because I thought John wanted me to be Juliet, but it turns out he wanted me to be a tree. I shouldn't have cared so much about it. I'm really just an awful person. Mai let out a peal of laughter.
That John, he doesn't mean anything by it. That is something he would do. He's nice, but he can be a little clueless sometimes.
She sat next to me and wrapped an arm around my shoulders. Together we huddled against the rough bark of the oak tree, somewhat sheltered from the wind. You remember what Shane said about my hair? Mai's arms tightened around me. I've been on edge ever since. I don't know how to face them, even when they're being nice. I'm so afraid they hate me. I'm sorry I'm such a coward.
Well, it's okay. We're all cowards sometimes. Maybe we should just approach our problems directly instead of coming at them from the side with flowers and friendship. You want to join Normal Boots Club, don't you?
Yes.
Well, I want to date Jared. Neither of these things will happen if we keep avoiding the stuff that makes us nervous.
Yeah.
If we want something, we should just go and get it. We shouldn't... Look, just because we're used to waiting for things to happen to us doesn't mean that they're always going to if we're just patient enough. Hana, if you want to join Normal Boots Club, you have to keep moving forward. Strongly, without fear, without looking back. Right?
Yeah. The same goes for you, Mai.
Yeah, it does.
I rested my head on Mai's shoulder, thankful that she was taller than my paltry 5'2". She laid her head on top of my own.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try harder. Nothing good came of me avoiding my problems and being a coward. I can't keep running away or else eventually I'm gonna run out of places to go. And then I'll break. If I really want to make a new life at Asagao, I have to try.
Seriously.
I'm gonna be my best self and be myself, and I'm gonna go actually try. Who knows? Maybe Shane will warm up to me eventually. Mai pulled me closer into a hug.
Yeah.
That's the spirit, yeah! Now, what do you say we get inside? It's freezing.
Yes, let's. And thank you, Mai. Mai smiled at me.
No, thank you. Let's go. Weep.
What is it with the weed? Game.
Quickly, there's only 2 minutes left.
Oh, I see. Giant yellow letters ballooned on my phone screen, blocking several falling cubes and preventing me from making more combos and deploying more troops. Damn it, get out of the way! Small yellow plush with a great smiley face waved a sword, and the big bad giant came rushing out of the castle. Smiley man. So we meet again.
What are you doing?
Ah!
You lose.
Oh,
Continue. 9,
no!
8,
Comic Sans.
7. Oops, sorry.
Ian, the brutal moose of
Yore.
yours stood over my shoulder, peering at my phone. I thought it was the same line. You want?
Yeesh. Touchy, aren't we? What are you doing playing such a boring game anyway?
Nothing. I was waiting for Maya and I was bored. Tell the truth, I was practicing.
That game's similar to the one that's going to be in the tournament, right? You lost pretty quickly. Doesn't seem like you're any good.
I looked at my phone again and froze. I glanced back at the screen. My score was still slowly totaling, speeding over the 100,000 range.
What?
Holy crap, how did you do that?
Do what?
Your score. That's incredible. How long have you been playing this game for?
I'd never seen Ian so animated. If you ask me, I would almost say he cared about what was happening. Got him. I guess 2 weeks, maybe?
Only 2 weeks.
He put his hand to his chin and thought.
If you're this good at this game, you might be able to learn to play the one for the tournament.
What are you suggesting? He glared at me.
We both know you'd love to join Normal Boots Club, and they need someone to fill the puzzle games during the tournament. You need to join the team.
I gazed at him, trying to read his face. Could he be pulling my leg? It was possible that I was actually much worse than average, and he wanted me to join the team to drag down their score. Dirty move, but I wasn't sure Ian wouldn't do it if given the chance. Ian sighed.
Look, at least give it some thought. That was impressive, and I wouldn't have even minded having some competition for once.
He turned on his heel and ambled to his seat.
What was that about?
I told her what just happened.
Really?
Really? He thinks you have what it takes? That would be awesome, wouldn't it, Hana? Isn't that exactly what you wanted?
I guess. Not everyone's so enthusiastic about having me on the team, though. Shane's glaring face passed through my mind.
I'm sure if you proved yourself, it would be all right. What are you going to do?
Done. Even if I fail, I'm going to work hard and give it my best. Maybe I can even make Shane and the others accept me.
So I want to point something out, Alex. Click the notebook in the bottom right-hand corner. Your tournament points.
Went up.
They went up.
What are tournament points?
You are rising to the top.
This means I get to be in Normal Boots Club?
I won't say, but I will say this. the ending of the multiple endings of each game, of each route, if you will, or person, determines based on the amount of tournament points you have. Have too many tournament points, bad things happen. Have too little, bad things happen. Have just the right amount, you may be in the gold zone.
Great.
Weed.
Wow. There's like stuff here.
Yeah, there's a whole diary per level that you can go through and read. So,
Oh, man.
pretty crazy, huh?
Oh, there's not that many.
It's like basically the end of each actual day, there's a new entry.
Well, if you really care about this, I'm going to just quickly click through them like this so that you can pause the video and read them if you want to read them.
Yeah, because we're not going to read them.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll go back and, like, when I play this game again, which I probably will, because I'm going to get Satch. I'll go back through and read them. Interesting. One of Luke's songs played on the radio. An actual song on an actual radio station by a guy I know. Great. All right. Now's not the time for me to sit around and wonder what else I can do.
There's my girl. Oh, Hana, you're catapulting through the sky like a shooting star. Bless.
Bless.
Hey, Chris, put a picture of the bless emoji on screen.
Bless.
Fuck that emoji. All right. And what are you going to do next? Talk to them?
An image of myself going head to head with Shane flickered through my mind. Maybe not just yet. Sensing my unease, Mai shrugged.
Well, don't worry about it too much. Ian's part of Hidden Block after all. It wouldn't help him to have competition. And besides...
Oh my god. Shizuka stalked in looking furious.
Turn to page 394.
All right. And that was the end of that. Finally, class was over. I gathered my bags and joined Mai as she headed to the door.
Hana.
Shane stood before me, shifting from foot to foot.
Chris, what do we do? That's what we do. Can I speak to you?
A lump formed in my throat. What did he want now? Sure, Mai, go on ahead.
If you say so.
With a worried tone in her voice, Mai left us alone. Shane waved me out of the classroom and into a nook next to the window.
It came to my attention that I perhaps said something that perhaps I should not have said,
What?
and that perchance I may have possibly bothered you in some such fashion as cause of my words that I said.
What? I'm sorry?
Yes, exactly.
What?
I'm sorry for what I said about your hair.
My heart skipped a beat. How did you know I heard that?
She came to my room last night and told my off.
Oh my. My chagrin quickly turned to gratefulness. How many other girls would go to one of the most popular guys in school and chew him out because he was mean to her friend? Especially when I wasn't even supposed to hear it.
I hope you can forgive me.
See, this is the thing that's crazy about dating simulators for me, right? Like, I'm used to playing video games where I have 100% control over what I do.
Total control.
Right. And here, like, I would have never been okay with my going and talking to Shane on my behalf.
Sure.
If this was me, right? I would never have, like, gotten mad at Mai when she offered to give me flowers because of the tree thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, those aren't actions that I would have taken. So it's always so scary for me to make a choice because I never know. Like, obviously that choice with John is what made me get mad at Mai. And it turned into, like, a good, cute thing. But, like, I don't know. Like, also, I don't know, like, maybe if I got around a worse fight that I could have had with Mai or something like that. So it's just, it's crazy because it's like real life.
My dude, you're overthinking this one.
I'm not overthinking it. I'm just saying, like, it's a thing about dating sims and, like, visual novels in general that I always, like, get neurotic about because I'm like,
Hero's
worried.
homework Photoshop something nice for Alex so he feels at ease. He's a little stressed out.
I'm all good.
Nah, man, you're stressed out, bro.
I'm stressed, but I want you so bad.
Guys, Beer Bros homework. Beer Bros homework. Just Photoshop something for Alex nice.
You know what you could do for me?
Don't give him money.
You know what you no, you know,
Do
you,
not
no,
give the man money.
No, you know what you could do for me?
What?
You could Photoshop a picture of me and Jirard on a date
No! Don't do
to
that.
encourage me to keep going.
Do not do that.
Yep.
No.
A weight lifted from my
God
shoulders. Look, it's
damn
already
you,
working.
Cypher.
It's already working on Hana too.
No.
A weight lifted from my shoulders.
No,
Like, oh.
Cypher, no.
Oh, no, I'm really happy. Thank you so much for apologizing to me.
You shut your mouth, Alex.
To be honest, I've been worrying about this for a while now.
You shut up.
So I'm glad you've changed your mind.
Shut it up, you. I didn't say that.
I deflated.
Look, it's not really about you. Or, in a way it is, but you can't really help that.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Never mind. Look, you have to come with me. I have a surprise.
Following Shane around was not something I would particularly like to do, especially considering what just happened, but yeah, okay. Shane grabbed my wrist and led me down the hallway. I could probably have followed him just as well without his needing to do that, but there was worse things in this world. Before long, we wound up in front of the Normal Boots club room. What is this? Without saying a word, Shane opened the door and led me in. Inside, the entirety of Normal Boots was waiting, along with a sullen-faced Ian.
Bye.
Well, looks like my work is done. Goodbye.
What? He brushed past me as PBG began to laugh.
See ya.
Thanks, man. See you in the tournament. So, Hana, I bet you're wondering why Mr. Stoic brought you here.
A little bit, yeah.
As you know, there's a tournament that happens each year in early spring, and this year the tournament is in about a month and a half. We each compete in various events. It used to be an easy win, but with Hidden Block around, things have changed. We want to keep our competitive edge. Something happened last year that made it so we no longer have someone competing in the puzzle category.
Something happened last year.
I stand by my decision. So we need someone to take John's place.
I don't understand.
We all have different categories we're entering into, and half of us have jobs or other clubs that we're busy with. We can't exactly take on more. For example, I compete in the invention and game design category. I play retro games, get the high score, then the other fellow by the end of the level, that kind of thing. I play pinball on the machines that the arcades provide. It's the same thing, really. Shane does Mario Kart racing, or at least he will this year. I do completion speedruns, so I gather and accomplish things in... Shane does Mario Kart racing, or at least he will this year. I do completion speedruns, so I gather and accomplish everything in the game as fast as possible. It's just as draining as it's just as draining as it sounds.
That's the most real that this version of Jirard has ever been right
It's
here.
true. We compete in tag team 80s and 90s arcade beat 'em ups. Specific, I know.
How do they have that category in the game tournament?
That's what Continue's known for.
I know, it's just funny.
And I dance. We each have our own fields, and we can't take the time to learn a new one. So, Ian told us how good you are at Dumby's Doom Revenge. He suggested you enter the tournament as the member of the Normal Boots Club.
He really? Why on earth would he do that?
He's won that event every year since he's gone to school in this district. He wants a little challenge this time around. Just because we're rivals doesn't mean we're not friends. Anyways, we voted on whether you should join the club, and, well, long story short, we've got a compromise. You enter the tournament, and if you win, you get to join the Normal Boots Club.
Oh, man.
If you lose, well, you don't have what it takes.
Damn.
What do you say?
This was amazing. This was exactly what I wanted. This was my chance. But I don't know. If I lost, didn't that mean I would lose their friendship too? I'd be a laughing stock and I'd be left alone again.
Hana,
What? I?
you should accept.
But where did you even come from?
Don't you remember what you told me?
Uh-huh.
No more giving up.
Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm gonna try. And that was how I got the opportunity to join the Normal Boots Club. If I could win my event for the tournament, I would officially join the team. If I didn't, the club would be more likely to lose the tournament and I wouldn't get to stick around. It was scary. But if I succeeded, it would be worth it. All right.
Let's call it here, my dude.
Boom.
Stakes are raising. Stakes are raising. Stakes are raising. Stakes are raising.
Stakes are raising.
Raise those stakes. Cook
Raise
the
those
steak.
steaks. Question
Get
of the
it
day,
done.
what's the best steak you've ever eaten?
The answer is St. Elmo's Steakhouse
Dude,
in
Right?
Indianapolis
shit.
because it was incredible. We're
Shit.
gonna go there again next
Dude.
year.
Yeah, fuck. Shout outs to fucking Satchel like a bag Drakes for pushing us to go there.
Also, fuck you, Satchel, for paying for dinner, you son of a bitch. I was gonna pay for dinner. Satchel.
Hashtag
Satchel.
Hashtag thanks Satch.
Hashtag fuck you, Satch. Paying for dinner. You know what you did.
Hashtag fuck you Satch. Hashtag paying for dinner. Hashtag you know what you did.
Later, man.
Hashtag thanks Satch.
Thank you, Satchel. But seriously, fuck you, dude. I was gonna pay for dinner.
Bye.